Never let it me. Old numbers popping up, scam likely. I was in my off-white T Supreme. Trying to high beats, I made a killing in billions. Still in their feelings of counting blues like you're 6 sodas, $1 million to free my dog at the. And I might drop a dub on the dime. If you like the government, your day ones ain't always the that you come with, huh? Who gon' keep it milli from the
Right on time. You ready to get started? That was good work, bro. You ready for your next drill?
outrageous. And what's that smell? My dough, the fragrance. I'm far from flagrant. The star, my statement. And these days we ain't far from greatness. The only way is up. Yo, the only way is up. Yo, I can't stop. I'm feeling like I can't stop. Feeling like I can't stop. No, I can't stop. I'm feeling like I can't stop. Feeling like I can't stop. Yeah, I'll keep going. Swear, yeah, I keep going. Swear that I keep going. I keep going. Swear, yeah, I keep going. And make them know the only way is up. We keep going. The only way is we keep going. Yeah.
Empty in the house.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Richard, we're seeing a lot more back-to-backs now at this mid-portion of the season. What are those like to play in for a player?
Oh, they are fun because it's a mental challenge and it's a physical challenge more than anything on that one. But I love it. I am not opposed to back-to-backs because you know what? There were players that used to have to play them and fly on flights in the morning. Now we get to fly on private jets. So if they can do it, we can do it.
And you got to get your rest, though, between those games, don't you? Huh?
Yeah, you got to get your rest. You got to get your sleep, but do not eliminate the back-to-backs. I love it.
6 to shoot. Green passes to Şengün. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Good on the three-point shot.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
Trying to mess this one up, MP?
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Puts it up from 12. Şengün kicks to Howard. Shot clock at 6. Back to Green. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Raptors. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Caldwell. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Caldwell has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. After Jalen Green's miss, and he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Caldwell. Caldwell's got 7 points in the game. Here's Conley. Great D that time from Van Vliet. And Siakam has got the ball here for Toronto. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
And so here is Houston after the Raptors pick up 2. Howard, the pass to Tate. Pass to Green. Houston needs to get a shot. Howard. And contact on the shot. So
That is first personal foul. First game foul. Shooting for Houston. Howard at the line for 2.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. Pass to Caldwell. Takes the 3. And no good that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Howard can't hit. Raptors with the lead. Shakes Grissom. Passes it to Caldwell. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. And another basket for Toronto.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Here's Howard. Porzingis with the block. Here's Caldwell, covered by Martin. Now the pass to Banton. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Caldwell passes to Trent. Toronto working the ball around now. Count that one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Rockets trail by 6. Green inside. Defended by Trent. And it's Green missing.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
And the 3 ball is good.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors.
18. The Rockets. 9. Ladies and gentlemen, your record to 50. Way to go,
Rockets trail by 9.
Now that James Harden has left Houston, can we appreciate the 8 years he just had with the Rockets? He was an all-star every season in Clutch City.
So on the floor for Houston, they've got Martin, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. The shot from the low post is good. Anunoby's got the lead up to 11 now for Toronto.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Knocked loose and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
6 first-team All-NBA selections, an MVP, 3 scoring titles. Harden carried that franchise at times. Nearly got Houston to the finals, just ran into some tough luck. Well, yeah, and also the Warriors. They are tough.
They are. He also had the right coach, didn't he? The right coach at the right time for the right player. Here's Christopher. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. They set the pick. Conley against Van Vliet. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Mike Conley.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows.
That's how you get stopped. That's how you do it.
And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much?
Let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Pistons had a huge game. He finished with 32 points, and it seemed like every shot he put up was going in. That's how dialed in he was. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Here's Christopher. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Conley from outside the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Caldwell. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Christopher, the pass to Martin. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Caldwell. That one, no good. And it's Houston the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Conley. Pocket 6. Shoots over Van Vliet. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. Houston also making some changes. Şengün comes in for Bruno Fernando. And it's Jayshawn Tate in for Martin.
Toronto foul. Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:48 left here in the second. And the wide open shot from Green. Knocks down the 3-ball. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
Porzingis finds Barnes. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
We're real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Howard. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And, Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
Green. He doesn't hit that one. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Green kicks to Şengün. Pass to Howard. Shot to stop the run. Toronto grabs the miss. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
It's early in the season, but let's glance at the candidates for this year's dunk contest. Some of the game's top athletes in the spotlight.
Man, these guys practice their dunks for countless hours, man. They know their fans are expecting a show.
Make the first dunk.
And circling back to the game at hand, guys, the deficit is looming large right now for the Rockets.
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into their defensive effort. They need to take some pride on the other end and just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their makes.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
Got Siakam. Mr. Clutch out there with Porzingis. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Dinwiddie in at the two-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for... Toronto.
A veteran floor general who consistently makes good reads. Conley's teammates trust him in the pick and roll. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. They kick it out to Green. Tate a screen on Dinwiddie. And here's Green outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And if you're just joining us, we play it over a minute here in the third. Howard finds Tate. Back to Howard. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And here is Siakam. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And count it, the shot is good.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Raptors. Shooting one.
That free throw good from Caldwell. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Green against Dinwiddie, and Green slams it in.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Toronto.
On the wing, Anunoby. The pass to Caldwell, out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Where that pass.
Shooting for Houston.
Good for the Raptors. That's good from Martin. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
And so in the game for the Rockets, Martin is out there with Jayshawn Tate. And it's Green, and it's Garuba in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Achua, no good. And for Houston, they're shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Martin wide open, he fires. And the ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Boucher.
Substitution for the Rockets. Bruno Fernando, Washington.
Get him. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Tate. 6 on the shot clock. From 13, Tate. It's good on the putback.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Toronto.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Mr. Clutch.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Trent against Green. Tate a screen on Trent. Here's Green. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
I love seeing Green capitalize from that mid-range. These shots help get him into a groove.
Here's Caldwell. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Green in the post, defended by Trent. There's the screen. And foul on the shot.
Achua. That's his first personal foul. 15th foul. At the line for the Rockets, Usman Garuba taking 2 shots.
Good on both. Here's Caldwell. Driving the lane. Shooting foul.
That's his second personal foul.
First one falls for.
At the line for Toronto. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Caldwell. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so Toronto. Takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying...
Right there.
Game time. Bring the pain time.
way, baby! You guys got this!
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. An intriguing contest tonight with two teams that play some of the toughest defense in the NBA, Clark.
BA, I call it old school hoops. It's about winning with energy and activity, not just offense, getting it done with some grit and grind defense as well.
Towns against Barnes. Towns passes to Barnes. Going inside. Barnes with the rebound. Pass to Van Vliet. Inside. Here's Caldwell. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot.
His rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Edwards against Dinwiddie. Outside Edwards. Towns on a screen. For three. Edwards can't hit. And it's Toronto's ball. It's a 5-point game.
And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
Gobert with a screen on Dinwiddie. Over to the wing. From deep. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Outside Barnes. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And Van Vliet, a very solid defender at his position, Greg.
Not great length, but strong as any, BA. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism. Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Here's Caldwell. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
After 5 shots, that's their first miss. I definitely call that a good start.
Van Vliet against Russell. Now Gobert. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. 2 on the clock. The shot by Russell, no good. And here are the Raptors now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Lets it go from 14. Caldwell misses. Minnesota has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Edwards for 3. And he can't get that one. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one. There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier. And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Minnesota calls time here. They defeated Washington.
Gotta trust in the system.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Glenn's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Morris comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels is checked in for Barnes. And it's McLaughlin in for Anthony Edwards. Russell against Trent. Russell to pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Down low. Here's Caldwell. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference. And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Morris. McDaniels from long range. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Caldwell, good.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost. Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Trent against Russell. To the paint. Pass to McDaniels. To end the drought. Rebound by Van Vliet. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Caldwell. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist in this one. And Minnesota has possession. They trail by 16. And Minnesota calls.
This is a fluke is what it is. You guys wish you were this good.
Who wants a t-shirt out there? Let me hear you.
Outside Russell. Knocked away. Here's Caldwell. 35 points for him last game against the Clippers.
A pest down low. Those 3 blocks really affected guys attacking the hoop. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused. Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
With 1 on the clock. The first quarter concludes. And a double-digit lead.
2, the Raptors, 20.
I see you puffing your chest out, Evan.
Game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude. Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's McLaughlin.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. At the line for 2.
Got a commitment to working hard in practice. That is a really good combination for one of your franchise players.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He contributed 35 points, and his offensive IQ led to intelligent shots. He was extremely efficient. Monster production. He was focused. He was relentless. Everyone is still buzzing about it. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight. Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or or force him to make.
Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. And for Toronto, they're shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. McDaniels with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Pass to Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act.
Scotty Barnes. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
BA, it's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend.
So far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Lynn's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Morris comes in for Towns. McDaniels is checked in for Barnes. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for McLaughlin. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. To the left wing. The three. Gets the three to fall. 25 points in the game.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Outside McDaniels. Morris on the wing. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more. Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding. Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Pass to Edwards. Over Trent. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards got 19 points.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Here's Caldwell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. And the Raptors lead by 18.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Morris. Here's Lynn. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Trent with the defensive effort. Siakam outside. Here's Caldwell. Sinks it from distance.
And just not letting up. You have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays. If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And so it's Toronto, sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest.
The thing about the three-point contest, we sort of know who's going to be headlining. Question is, which underdogs will be added to the fray?
Fray. Spell it, tough guy. Is that the first time you've used that word?
Second.
And now looking at that first half, what an impressive performance so far for the Toronto Raptors.
What I like, they're sticking to their game plan. They aren't deviating, Ernie. They're like changing up. They're doing what the coach wants, and they're focusing in, playing smart and under control.
Yeah, it's been the difference maker for sure. Let's see if they can maintain that mindset. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Minnesota shooting 27% in today's game. Not good. So for the Raptors right now, Barnes is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Fred VanVleet, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Gobert finds Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with a screen on Dinwiddie. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. The Timberwolves making a Toronto on D. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Edwards. Edwards can't get that one to fall. To the middle. Barnes, it's good.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today. Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And here's Edwards outside. Again, the miss by Edwards.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Caldwell. He's guarded by Barnes. Caldwell misses.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
You know, back in 2010, Harrison Barnes was the top recruit in the country out of high school grad.
Yeah, and interestingly, Barnes decided to play 2 seasons at North Carolina. Unheard of these days for someone with Harrison's pedigree.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Toronto's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Caldwell. Good. And VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got 5 assists tonight.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Towns. Now Edwards. Shoots from the block. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter, but don't expect him to back away from adversity.
Here's Caldwell. And it's Toronto with another.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Timeout called the Timberwolves.
Failing to find to create some high percentage shots.
McLaughlin, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Raptors also with a sub. OG Anunoby's checked in for Dinwiddie. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Russell finds Barnes. The 3 is up. The shot by Russell, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Barnes against Anunoby. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Caldwell. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll...
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Raptors, Caldwell taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Minnesota. Lenz checked in for Rudy Gobert and McDaniel. Siakam, he's checked in for Toronto. Trent comes in for Scotty Barnes. Minnesota has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter.
2 minutes.
Russell from outside. Caldwell grabs the miss. Toronto has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. And the Raptors miss again. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Towns against Anunoby. Pass to Lynn. Outside Russell. Clock at 6. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Raptors making a switch here.
Into the lineup for the Raptors. Delano Banton.
The Raptors have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Anunoby for 3. Drains the triple. Anunoby's got 7 points in the game.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders. Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Pass to Russell. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Towns. Anunoby covering. Russell from outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration. And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Towns a screen on Trent. Pass to Towns to stop the run. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from. And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball. Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Out to the right wing.
Help me out!
Towns down low. Anunoby covering. Towns can't get it to go. For Toronto, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. Here's Caldwell. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range. Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Towns. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good.
Minnesota Timberwolves 23, the Raptors 63. Your Timberwolves advancing.
And one.
Substitution at the line for the Raptors.
All right, get in there.
Boucher at the line for 1.
Performance for beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game. And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Harrison Barnes out there with Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Towns on a screen. Here's Barnes. Buries the easy one.
Barnes is really textbook in his posture on his shot. I mean, he squares up well and knocks it down.
Oh, another one falls. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Left side, Edwards. Got a hand on it. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Towns. Up and in on the layup.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Raptors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
Substitution to the
And what a huge performance it was from Mr. Clutch.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Lynn's checked in for the Timberwolves. McLaughlin comes in for Barnes. 6 to shoot. Towns lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier. Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Oh, and there's the win.
Chris Boucher, second personal foul, 15 fouls. At the line for your Timberwolves, Anthony Towns, taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. It's been all Raptors. Here's Caldwell. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line.
First personal foul.
Just a little off. Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's McLaughlin. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Popcorn for a meal? She could have given you more than that.
MP's about to tear it up.
Let's get after it, MP. The deck stat, but we need a couple more cards. So help me with a 5-point summary of why we should trade in the next 2 drafts. I'm on it. Thanks. Oh no. Who asked for help? I got this. All by lunch?
What up, Coach?
MP, we got one heck of a matchup tonight.
Man, I know. And I can't wait to get out there and go toe-to-toe with him, too.
Well, I've been working on the whiteboard for the last couple hours, trying to figure out how to slow him down.
All right. Let me see what you got here.
Pretty much you just need to outplay him. I need you to set the tone for the whole team. They're going to be taking their cues from you, and I'm really counting on you to get the upper hand in all aspects of the game.
Well, you know that won't be easy, man. You're talking about one of the best players in this league.
Better than you?
No, not at all.
That's what I want to hear. A big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season. The teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Murray outside. There's the triple. Rebound by the Raptors. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done.
Reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the evening. Both free throws good from Caldwell. Owens with it, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
The Nuggets moving the ball around to end the run. Dinwiddie with the rebound. It's been a quick start here for Toronto. 7-point differential. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
Toronto, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. One of the stars of the 2020 bubble playoffs, Jamal Murray.
I mean, remember, he had a 50-point game. Murray averaged over 26 points, helped Denver make it to the Western Conference Finals. We saw Jamal take his game to another level in Orlando.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Pass to Murray. Inside, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
Here's Caldwell. And again, Toronto no luck. Nuggets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And Owens throws it down.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And he gets the bucket. Owens has got his second basket of the game.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
Here's Caldwell. No good on the 3. The Nuggets trail by 7. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He wants to win his second game of the season against this team, and the key, he said, is about limiting drives and penetration. He added, we can't allow them to play to their strengths, finishing around the rim. So it's important for us to own the paint. We'll see who wins that battle, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. And here is Murray. After the 3-pointer from Caldwell, jacks up a 3. Murray, no good. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 16-6 run. Dinwiddie wide open. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And what a way to start this.
Denver calls time.
This lead isn't lasting.
Toronto leading by 10. We've got Alec Burks. Porter is out there with Owens. And it's Highland in at the point. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
Straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Denver with the ball. Following the 3 from Caldwell. Najee passes to Porter. Shoots over Anunoby. Porter, no luck.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
From deep. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
So it's Denver now, following the 3 from Caldwell, and the foul called on Pascal Siakam.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
To the paint. The kick out to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Highland misses. Raptors leading by 16. From downtown, it's in from long range. One more from Caldwell. Caldwell's got 25 points. Here's Owens, and Owens throws it down.
The hops of Chef Owens. I am jealous.
Passes to Anunoby. Here's the 3. The Raptors rebound. Here's Caldwell. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 4 assists now tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Owens. And the layup's good off the glass. That's now 8 points for Shep Owens.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And the basket by Caldwell.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence. And he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
They set the screen. And Owens throws it down hard.
Dunk competition level creativity. Owens is a special player.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Toronto. They're on a 15-6 run. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Timberwolves was a driven player. He had 56 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Smitty, you know, when you watch an NBA game today, it seems like there is endless switching, positionless players. Why is that?
Kevin, it's a game of matchups. Teams are looking to exploit those mismatches. Let's say you can get your point guard on a center. Usually, you win that possession.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The 3. Caldwell can't hit. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Highland passes to Najee. There's a good screen. Here's Murray. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Caldwell can't hit.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Porzingis with the block.
And the 7 ball.
Just wait.
Murray outside. Porter in the corner. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Van Vliet passes to Caldwell. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And the Raptors miss again. And here is Murray. Shoots over Van Vliet. Murray, no good. And so it's the Toronto Raptors closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this.
Just wait.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Toronto Raptors.
The offense is flowing like the Nile. They're working really well together. You have to love the shot selection. This is the way Coach drew it up.
And for their opponent, defensive adjustments sorely needed. And now, something that gets a lot of publicity. Who could be qualifying for the three-point contest?
Nice group of shooters. I would know. Can you imagine if I played today? I'd be a stretch five.
You know what, Shaq? I think that you are talented enough to say, I'm going to be a three-point shooter.
Well, thank you, sir.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. They got Porzingis, Mr. Clutch out there with Barnes. Then it's Fred Van Vliet, and it's Dinwiddie in at the two guard. And Craig, you look at the speed that Owens has. He has been slicing through this defense.
And MP doesn't know how to stay in front of him, and it's showing. I mean, so many of Owens' points have come in the paint.
The Nuggets trail by 20. Caldwell Pope pass to Murray. In the corner, it's Owen. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their number one option right now.
And a wide open look for Owens. Misses the three.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Here's Caldwell, and he has 42. Good, another from three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Poke loose. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. Caldwell passes to Barnes. From down in the low post, it goes. Barnes has got his first basket of the night.
And coming out of halftime, Coach said they wanted to start fast.
If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. Young pass to Niang. On the wing, Gordon. Young outside. Here's Niang. Burks looking around. Looking to end the run. He's off on that one.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
The pass to Young. And Barnes sends it back.
How about the commitment on defense from Scotty Barnes? Skilled at swatting them away.
And the basket by Caldwell. And it's MP way out ahead in this battle against Shep Owen.
And showing more control and playing his game out there, not letting Owens disrupt his focus or throw him off.
Now, here's Burks. 8 points for him. And another miss by Denver.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Beyond the arc.
Minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Another shot. And it's Porzingis laying it in.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Burks with it. He's guarded by Caldwell. Burks can't get it to go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And here's Burks after the three-pointer from Caldwell. With some arc, Burks can't get it to go. Toronto's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Another bucket! Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Now, here's Burks. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. And then for Toronto, Siakam is checked in for Porzingis. Achua comes in for Scotty Barnes. And Trent subbed in for Anunoby. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Here's the screen. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Burks has got 13 points. Burks has gone even 50% from the field, 5 of 10. Siakam, and he could not get that one to go.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Toronto, Pascal Siakam. At the line.
Owens is checked in for Young. And it's Caldwell Pope and Dre Alec Burks. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. Now, here's Owens. 16 points for him. Highland misses. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Caldwell. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And certainly Greg MP has done a lot of damage outside the arc in this one.
He's looked very comfortable from that range, especially when he sees Owens in front of him.
Here's Achua, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm. And they're...
Your Nuggets, 36. The Raptors. Raptors 78. Substitution on the court. Shooting for Toronto.
It's the second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
They've got Porter. He's out there with Owens. It's Najee in at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Mr. Clutch.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
What a job MP has done running the floor in transition.
Owens can't catch up. I mean, MP is wearing him out. Owens can't find a way to keep him in front.
Shep Owens has just been going off. And you can tell he's loving every second of it.
Here's Caldwell. Connects again from distance.
And the threes just keep on coming. Another shot and another make.
He's starting to creep up that list now for most three-pointers in a game. We'll see if he can keep going. Good on the bucket.
I just enjoy watching Owens play. I mean, he's electric and effective. Tough combination to stop.
Here's Caldwell. Offline with his three. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
There he is.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Shaking MP.
Come on, Chris, let's go!
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. And around this time of the season, we start to see some rotation changes. Doris, teams trying to balance player health while also staying competitive.
I think this is why the roster changes, having more players available via the G League, the bigger numbers, helps a team. You have a chance for more players to have a breakout season, to prove they deserve a bigger role as the season heats up. I love it, Brian.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
And
The Raptors, 119. Thank you once again for supporting your squads here tonight. Make sure to get home safe, and we will see you at our next event.